Thanks for tuning in to the Conscious Hour. You want to pay attention to this one. This is really important because it's the trap that we're in. There was a book written a long time ago called War is a Racket, and it simply is. The mafia is the military industrial complex, and we like to have wars. Why? We can make massive profits. This war is not only about making massive profits for the military industrial establishment, but also for the profiteers. Just look at how much money Trump is making and other people are making on this war. So listen to this closely, because this war could have been avoided, but remember, Israel wants to take control of our country. They already have control of our Congress, and they wanted to merge their military with our military. And how's that going to stand with you, American citizens? You want some foreign country taking control of your country? Well, they already got us by the cojones, you know? Think about it. 93 to 97% of Congress is loyal, used to be. Listen closely.
Idea that this was the case. And the Iranians were relying upon GPS for targeting their missiles during the 12-day war. And lo and behold, it looks out, because that GPS system's under U.S. control, the U.S. has a back door into it so that they can spoof geographic locations. So you can, program your missile to hit, at the corner of a walk and don't walk. And then instead it sends it outside of town. And that's why the Iranians had trouble with accuracy during the 12-day war. The Chinese, though, I guess this goes back to 1993, and it's again another example of the law of unintended consequences. The United States stopped. CIA claimed that this one Chinese ship was carrying some, chemical weapons or something, and the United States basically shut off the GPS so the Chinese vessel couldn't move. And ultimately, it was resolved. Turned out the CIA was wrong. Oh, shocker! That never happened. And the Chinese went, we need to have an alternative system, and they set about constructing Beidou, and it is actually better than GPS. They're on like their third generation. They've got more satellites, and Iran started using Beidou on February 28th, which is why their strikes have been so precise. And the United States has had one of those, oh shit moments that, they no longer could interfere and manipulate. Now, Iran's tactical objectives are much easier to achieve than the U.S. tactical objectives. The U.S. tactical objectives are to degrade Iran's ability to launch drones and missiles at ships. Well, I imagine between the Bandar Lechem, I think it is, which is north of Qasem Island, all the way down to Sirik, that's about 200 miles. I imagine there's at least 1,000 launch sites along that coastline. So the task of the United States trying to take out all of those is difficult. They blew up these bridges in order to try to disrupt logistic support to the coastal areas, and that may have an effect. But all Iran has to do is blow the hell out of 9 bases in Kuwait, in Bahrain, in Qatar, in UAE, and the 2 Air Force bases in Jordan. And they are doing exactly that. They're hitting them with precision. They're taking out warehouses. They're taking out storage sites. I saw one news flash that the Triton drone, which is a $250 million drone, you can imagine that, was based in Jordan, and they pulled it back to like Cyprus or Italy, the U.S. Air Base there.
So remember the word, war is a racket, $250 million drone. that means the corporation made a lot of money. Now they got to make a whole bunch more because they got to get rid, their stockpile is going down and they've got to produce more. War's a racket. So I'm sure there's profiteers investing in corporations who are going to make a lot of money because their stock profile is going to go up because they have to make more weapons so we can go ahead and make more weapons. And meanwhile, Mr. Trump is making a lot of money off this war, and all his buddies are making money off this war. It's a racket. War is a racket. Let's keep listening to this one.
So all Iran has to do is continue to destroy these U.S. bases, 9 of them actually. Destroy those. Then all of a sudden, the United States no longer has a presence in the Middle East. They have to go to Israel. And look at what Israel tried to do the other day. The Minister of Transportation said, get your KC-135s out of here. Why? Because it makes him a big fat target. Now, it was Bibi Netanyahu reversed that on Wednesday. But the fact that there was someone in the Israeli government saying, get the KC-135s out of here, and where this is headed is the United States is going to be forced to retreat to bases inside Israel. And at that point, Iran will begin taking those out. And I believe we're going to see targeting inside Israel at some point if this continues on this trajectory that will include the destruction of the Dimona nuclear facility. So that's where we're.
And that's where we're headed. And war is a racket. So see what's happening, folks? We're being played big time. And the only way you're going to stop this, because we still have a voice, is unify and throw Israel out of our country, get their hands off our politicians so we, the people, can build a democracy, a representative government that represents the will of the people. And what do we need? What do we need? I want you to send me a list of all the things that you think you should have in your life and what the government should be spending its money on. And it ain't war. It's making America great again. Remember that statement? That he was playing you. And Donald, he plays you a lot. So, but the world's woken up. The administration is collapsing internally. They're freaking out. And we, the people, keep the pressure on by speaking out and making sure you tune into a Conscious Hour and other programs so you can be educated about the lies you're being shown by Western media. Thanks for tuning into the Conscious Hour. Please hit the like and share button. Have a great day.